Berkshire Hathaway is a multinational conglomerate holding company based in America, synonymous with the term investments. Berkshire Hathaway was made a success by the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, but it was not always that way. The founder and investment guru gave his blood and sweat to make it a success. In this video, we'll follow the path to success of Berkshire Hathaway, where it started and where it's headed. Today, Berkshire Hathaway is one of the most coveted stocks. It's one of the biggest companies in the world, ranking at number 7 on the Fortune 500 companies list as of 2022, thanks to the investing power of Warren Buffett, who acquired the company back in the mid-1960s and made it one of the biggest investment firms in the world. The billionaire investor had flipped around the business, turning it into a holding company. He bought troubled businesses and turned them into successes. With familiar brand names like Geico, Duracell, and Fruit of the Loom under its belt, the Omaha, Nebraska company has a market capitalization of close to $700 billion and Class A stock trading above $440,000 per share. The story began in the 19th century when two separate identities, Berkshire Fine Spinning Associates and Hathaway Manufacturing, merged in 1955 to become Berkshire Hathaway. 10 years later, Buffett and his investment firm purchased enough shares to take control of the company. At the time, it was struggling, but under Buffett's leadership, it became one of the biggest holding companies in the world. Buffett made the company a conglomerate by purchasing the National Indemnity, the first of many insurance acquisitions of the company. Soon, he distanced Berkshire from the textile business by liquidating those assets. The company went on an expansion spree of its holdings. It includes other insurance companies, as well as companies in the financial, entertainment, clothing, utilities, food, beverage, household products, furniture, materials, media, and construction businesses. Some of their well-known subsidiaries include Dairy Queen, Benjamin Moore, and Pilot Travel Centers, among many others. Berkshire Hathaway's lifeblood is what industry insiders call a float. This is any money paid to Berkshire Hathaway's insurance subsidiaries in premiums that have yet to be used to cover any claims. This money, also referred to as available reserve, doesn't actually belong to the insurance company. Yet, it remains on hand to be invested as its managers see fit. The company's float was $147 billion in 2021, $9 billion more than in 2020. Float allows Berkshire Hathaway to purchase temporarily down companies and quickly give them a new life. This is exactly what they did with Fruit of the Loom. They purchased the struggling company for just $835 million in 2002 when its stock lost around 97% of its value. One of the prime tenets held by Buffett's mentor, Benjamin Graham, is that dividends are an investor's secret weapon. Many of the Fortune 500 companies in which Berkshire Hathaway hold large positions, like Apple, Coca-Cola, and American Express, for a few examples, have a steady history of paying and maintaining or increasing dividends every year. Coca-Cola, for example, increased its annual dividend 55 years in a row. While day traders and novice investors chase hot stocks with rising prices, patient investors load up on company stocks with fundamentals formidable enough to allow regular cash payments to shareholders. Financial news never show cases of dividend value as they show stock prices, and their movement figures, even though dividends give a clear picture of how potent a company is or how sure your investment is going to be. After all, management will hand cash over to owners only when operations turn a large enough profit to make said payments feasible. So perhaps it's not surprising that Buffett has pursued dividends along with value investing, and as a result, has made Berkshire Hathaway so consistently successful. Berkshire Hathaway has a history of completely doing what Buffett looks for in his investment. He may be attracted to dividends, but he never pays his investors. At first, it may not count as an observation, but it makes sense to take the cash from other companies and never pay it out yourself. The only time Berkshire Hathaway paid dividends was once in 1967, which was just 10 cents a share. To this day, Buffett claims that he must have been in the toilet when someone authorized dividends. Still, it would be short-sighted for any Berkshire Hathaway shareholder to complain about the company's refusal to pay dividends. The stock price for Class A shares has skyrocketed since Buffett took the helm, trading at $275 in 1980, $32,500 in 1995, and $424,840 as of May 5, 2021 market close. As of the 9th of August 2022 market close, the share price was $440,058. That's quite a track record. Class B shares haven't done badly either. The price rose from $20.66 a share when first issued in 1996 to $79 in 2010 to $282 as of May 5, 2021. As of the August 9, 2022 market close, the Class B share price was $292.77. The company has a simple rationale, and it will be hard to argue with it. As an investor, what would you choose? A dividend payment, or have your earned amount reinvested in a company that turned a dying textile business into one of the most successful, robust, and respected companies to date? Since a single share of the Class A stock of Berkshire Hathaway equals 2 years of the average American salary, it's no wonder that shares trade infrequently. Anywhere from 400 to 3,000 shares change hands daily. Buffett has never entertained the notion of a Class A split, as doing so could encourage speculation. However, Buffett did authorize the creation of Class B shares in 1996, which was valued at 1/30th the value of its Class A counterpart. After a 50-for-1 split of Berk B in 2010, the Class B stock replaced BNSF on the S&P 500 index. Its lower price and concomitant liquidity make Class B stocks suitable for an index that attempts to gauge the value of the market. Class A stock is too expensive and too sparsely held to make an effective index component. It may be difficult to believe, but a single share of Berkshire Hathaway Class A stock recently closed at $440,058, means an overall return of this stock from 1965 to nowadays of around 3,642,000%. So what are your thoughts on the company? Will anyone else be able to match the intelligence of Warren Buffett and keep the empire standing? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you at the next one.